My first day of college. My name is Alex Carter, and I've been waiting for this day for as long as I can remember. The first day of college, a moment filled with anticipation, excitement, and a hint of anxiety. I had always imagined how it would be. The friendships I'd form, the classes I'd attend, the late-night study sessions, and the independence I'd gain. Now that it was finally here, I wasn't sure whether I was ready for it or not, but I knew that whatever lay ahead would be an adventure. Introduction. A new beginning. The morning of my first day started off as any other. I woke up earlier than usual, nervous energy bubbling in my stomach. My new college, a sprawling campus located in the heart of the city, was nothing like my high school. It was massive, buzzing with a life, and just the sight of it gave me both excitement and jitters. The halls were wide, and the people were new. Everyone seemed to be in a rush, navigating the unfamiliar landscape. My college was known for its rich history and a strong academic record. As I approached the gates, a mix of pride and nervousness filled me. I remembered the moment I had received my acceptance letter from Riverside University. That was a dream come true, but now, standing here, it felt like I was stepping into the unknown. The campus was beautiful, lined with trees, and the grand library towered over your entrance. Students hurried by, talking to each other, some on their phones, and others glancing at maps or timetables, just as confused as I was. It felt like a new world, and I was stepping into it for the first time, full of possibilities, but also uncertainty. The classroom and meeting people. As I entered the main building, my first goal was to find the classroom for my orientation session. Thankfully, the signs were helpful, and after a few wrong turns and a couple of glances at the campus map, I found my way to room 305, where the orientation for first-year students was being held. The room was buzzing with energy when I walked in. Students were already seated in clusters, chatting excitedly. I found a seat near the back, feeling a little out of place at first, but a friendly girl next to me introduced herself as Maya. She had a wide smile and an infectious laugh. We started chatting about how confusing the campus was, and it immediately eased my nerves. It felt good to know I wasn't the only one feeling a little lost. As the orientation session began, a professor walked in and introduced herself as Dr. Mauve. Samantha Hayes, our freshman advisor. She explained the layout of the college, talked about the importance of time management, and gave us a rundown of the various extracurricular activities we could join. I remember scribbling down notes, trying to absorb everything. There was so much to take in, but amidst all the information, one thing stood out. College was about self-discovery and growth. After the session ended, I walked around the campus with Maya and a few others we had met. The campus felt less intimidating now that I had someone to explore it with. We grabbed coffee from the campus cafe, which quickly became my favorite spot. The cafe had a cozy feel to it, with students sitting in corners, reading or working on their laptops. It felt like the perfect place to unwind between classes. Exploring college life. A day of firsts. By noon, I had my first class, Introduction to Sociology. As I entered the lecture hall, I was amazed at how large it was. There were at least 100 students, far more than any class I'd had in high school. The professor, Dr. Purdue's Michael Reeves, was an older man with a kind face and a passion for the subject. His lecture was engaging, filled with real-life examples and interactive discussions. I found myself captivated, furiously taking notes and feeling excited about the subject. After class, I had some free time, so I wandered around the campus, familiarizing myself with the different buildings. I found the library, which was even more impressive on the inside. It was vast, with towering bookshelves and quiet study areas. It felt like a place where I could lose myself in my books for hours. In the afternoon, there was a welcome event for freshmen at the college's courtyard. There were booths for different clubs and societies, each one showcasing what they had to offer. I had always been passionate about writing, so I made my way to the literary club's booth. They were hosting a creative writing competition next week, and I eagerly signed up. I also joined the debate team, something I had always wanted to try but never had the chance in high school. As the day went on, I realized that college was not just about academics. It was about exploring different facets of life, meeting people with diverse backgrounds, and pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Every corner of the campus had something new to offer. Conclusion. A day to remember. As the sun began to set and the campus quieted down, I found myself sitting on a bench near the main quad, reflecting on my first day. It had been overwhelming, exciting, and nerve-wracking all at once. But as I looked around at the beautiful campus and thought about the people I had met, I felt a deep sense of belonging. I knew there would be challenges ahead, long nights of studying, managing my time, balancing social life with academics, but I was ready for it. My first day at Riverside University had been everything I had hoped for and more. It wasn't perfect. I got lost a couple of times, felt out of place during the larger classes, and fumbled through conversations with new people. But that was all part of the journey. I took a deep breath, feeling grateful for this new chapter in my life. College, I realized, wasn't just about getting a degree. It was about discovering who I was, finding my passions, and stepping into the world with confidence. And as I walked back to my dorm that evening, I felt a surge of excitement for the days to come.